if there's one thing that I'm passionate about, it's digital ministry and what it can do for the church. Um, for those of you that you don't know, I'm working on my master's of divinity, and the cognate I'm working on is church ministries in the digital age. Uh, the class I'm currently taking is constructing a theology of networks for the digital age. Now, in a lot of the classwork that we've been doing these first 4 weeks is kind of seems like the class was going towards the direction of why digital ministry is not important for today's church, and especially with my professor, he's saying, post COVID, but we're not really post COVID because we're still seeing numbers for COVID. It's just not talked about like it was. Uh, I found some facts from the CDC that I included in my last paper. Um, he hasn't really responded to that as yet, but I'm sure he will. Um, but I wasn't in any means trying to downplay that he was meaning that digital ministry is not important. After all, he is the prof for the cognate. Um, but what it is saying is some of the readings that I have been reading for this class, it points in the direction that digital ministry is no longer important because we're post COVID. And and the point that I'm trying to make is a lot of local churches make the mistake of not including some type of digital ministry other than streaming their service with and they call that digital ministry. So some of the points that I was trying to make in my paper is the local churches are failing in that aspect because they're not using these tools for as much as they can. Um, so, I mean, I'm passionate for digital ministry. You can ask any of the guys in Fellowship of Jeepers. I'm really passionate for this. This is something that I believe God has pushed me in the direction for, and I think every local church should have a digital platform to coincide with their in-person ministry. Uh, 3/4 of the people today live on the internet. I mean, how many times do people walk? How many times do we walk around and we see people doing this on their phone, or the same thing sitting in a restaurant? First, we do need to put the phones down and spend time with our family. But my point is, churches need to be able to get in this space of that screen if they want to evangelize to some of today's people. Um, Again, my goal is just to see every church, every local church do that. So let me know what you think about digital ministry in the comments. I'd like to hear. Uh, Maybe I'll use some of these comments and suggestions, or even if you have some critique about it in my upcoming paper. Y'all have a blessed day.